Hi, today is Monday, and it's the day after the London Marathon. And the London Marathon for me is a day that's always been really important. I've run the London Marathon a few times, and for me, that was what life was all about, running the marathon. I defined myself as a marathon runner. And looking back at those things, what were the things that were motivating me to want to go out and run around the streets of London for 26 miles in April? Well, now that time's gone by a little bit, I can see that the reasons being was that defined who I was. So it made me start thinking a little bit about motivation and what is it that motivates people to do the things that they do. Now, it was the London Marathon yesterday. It was a brilliant, brilliant event. And I was thinking, what is it that makes politicians want to become politicians? Well, obviously they're motivated because they want to see change. What is it that motivates somebody to become an author? Again, maybe they're wanting to create some change. Maybe they're wanting to get their message out there in a way that they maybe can't verbalise. They have to put it in writing. Why do people want to become teachers? Because they want to help the next generation. It's the same with doctors and nurses. It's all about helping people and getting that recognition. So what is it that's going to motivate you today to do the things that you don't really want to do, but you know that you've got to get them done? You see, that's what motivation to me is all about nowadays. Doing the things that we don't really want to do, but we know that by doing them we're going to get the benefits or the rewards that we really want to get. So when I was training for the marathon, in the depths of winter, running out in snow, running out in hail, running out in fog, when it was really cold, having to do long 20-mile runs, sometimes I didn't really want to go out. Other times I couldn't wait to get out there and go for a run because the weather would be nice. It'd be nice and warm. You start smelling the wild garlic coming through. So there's lots of different reasons as to why we get out there and do the things we do. Now I'm just going to finish this off with just talking about Safan Hassan, the lady that won the ladies' race yesterday. She's the Olympic 10,000 metre champion, the Olympic 5,000 metre champion. Her story is one of where she left Ethiopia just aged 15 years old, went to live in Holland, where she's lived ever since. So she's been half of her life in Holland, half of her life in Ethiopia. She's become an Olympic champion. She's never run the marathon distance before. She's lining up against the previous winner, the Olympic champion, world record holders, all the very, very best runners in the world, and she didn't know whether she was going to be able to even complete the distance. Not only that, she's a Muslim. Leading up to the race was Ramadan, so she was training through Ramadan to get herself ready for the London Marathon. For those of you that don't know, fasting with Ramadan means that you can't eat during daylight hours. Not ideal preparation for doing a marathon. She set off, fairly good pace, and then she started picking up one or two injuries in her hip. She had to step off to the side of the road to stretch herself out. In which time, the lead pack had gone a long, long way ahead of her, but she managed to battle her way back in. Right towards the end of the race, she nearly got herself run over by one of the bikes because she changed her direction very quickly because she nearly missed a feed station. And then as they turned round past Buckingham Palace, she sprinted to the finish. There were only 3 of them left with a chance of winning at that point. And when she went, she just went. And the interview afterwards, she was just astonished at what she'd achieved. So those sorts of things, when I see people winning, when I saw Wrexham getting promotion and the joy of all the supporters, that puts a lump in my throat, seeing people do well. That's what motivates me. I want to see people do well. I want to see you do well. So in a couple of weeks' time, the first week in May, on Thursday dinner time, I'll be doing a webinar. And it's going to be designed to try and help you get some answers that's going to help you move on with your life. So why don't you come and join us? I believe it's the 4th of May. In fact, it is the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. Anyway, on that note, I'm starting to waffle now. So, motivation. What is it that motivates you? Think about that. Get it ingrained into what it is that you're doing and get off your backside and get those jobs done that you know that you've got to do, that you've been putting off. Anyway, speak to you again soon. Cheers.